From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Come on! Mike, 54. Hey, color. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go. Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 40.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
I got him. Hey, watch it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
but occasionally you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 21.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Not that time for Watkins.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got
to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 7.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, we're good. Hey, orbit.
53. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to have the Cook strip. The ball's out. And some room to work. Stephon Diggs. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 93 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Cook able to escape, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the 36, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards. Last 2 plays.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
43!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out. Touchdown, Chiefs!
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Listen to me. Go. Move.
Cousins now. And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Either a corner, a safety, they feel like he can win every battle.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go, defense!
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the slats, watch the slats.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Cousins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cook. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run. Cook. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Switch it. Come here. Red.
Again, it's Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Hey, 43.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 15.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Check 99. Right side. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's pick it up. Right side.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
15.
Back to throw. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.